Senator Tom Atta has fired off a letter of complaint this week to the Guam International Airport over an incident with a low-flying plane that occurred on December 15, 2010. Atta says a group of paddlers noticed a 747 jet was taking off at a low angle in the Tumon area around 5:20 in the morning and felt the flight path seemed out of the ordinary.
It was so low, it was so loud that I believe a lot of the paddlers in the boat felt that their safety was threatened. So this is an issue that's important now and will become even more important in the years to come, because as the population increases, we can expect that there will be more aircraft coming in and out of Guam. Sure. And we've got to make sure that these aircraft are in fact following established flight paths.
In response, PNC spoke with Airport Executive Manager Mary Torres, who says they looked into the senator's complaint immediately with the Federal Aviation Administration, or FAA. She mentions to her knowledge there was nothing out of the ordinary.
So we immediately inquired with FAA. To our knowledge, there was nothing unusual about that flight, that particular flight that day, the path that it was taking or the altitude. It was well within the standards, and it was well within, where it was supposed to be. Okay. So we determined that there was no incident in that regard.
Torres also says there wasn't necessarily an established flight path for this plane, but Atta in his letter asked the question of whether Guam should enforce and establish flight paths in general.
If there are no established flight paths, just in the same manner that we have established highways here on the ground for our vehicular traffic, why don't we have one? And is anything, and if it's important, is anything being done about it?
Torres says she understands the public perspective of no-fly areas and is aware of this topic coming up before in terms of Tumon Bay. Meanwhile, she says the airport will be reaching out to the airlines to address Atta's complaint.
We do intend to, at the Senator's suggestion, reach out to the airlines and perhaps make that concern known to them as a courtesy. Okay. And it really is just more a courtesy. But as far as an incident or something being out of the ordinary, there was no concern from FAA's perspective.
Okay.